Connor enters into the meeting chambers of the tavern, where Robert sits waiting for him. Robert, a tall man, muscular as well, in his 40s, blessing to live to that age and this at this point in time. The plague has been ravaging people throughout Boston, but maybe when you're like Robert, you're more attuned to fighting diseases. He's a mixed man. Connor thinks possibly a mix of Indian and white. He wears a red vest with a raggedy-looking white shirt underneath, and a cigar sits smoking in a glass. You going to keep gawking all day, or take a seat, lad? Connor then stumbles with his words. Yes. Yes, what? Do you not know how to speak English, you damn leech? Connor regains his composure. Yes, sir. I do. I will sit, sir. Robert glances over at Connor. His eyes are inhuman, that of a wolf. There's a look of disdain in his eyes. Connor sits across from Robert. He clears his throat. So what is your name, boyo? Connor, sir. Connor O'Toole. Robert grimaces at that. It's always something with you people. Either that or Mick, something. Never anything original. You know, my tribe, the Mohican, we were given names based upon our deeds. Did you know that? No, sir, I did not. Well, do you want to know what my name is? Yes? Mohawk Skinner. I killed a Mohawk warrior with me bare hands. I skinned him, wrapped his skin in paper, and then I sent it to his mother. Connor sits there silently for a few seconds before Robert starts chuckling. I see the fear in your eyes. I now know why they sent you. You're not that sort to act up and prove to me that you Irishmen are nothing more than subhuman rabble-rousers. At that remark, the beast within Connor rises. He's barely able to hold on to himself. He's Gangrel after all. The Gangrel are so prone to that little beast within. Don't you dare call me that, you murderer. What gives you the damn right to murder our people? Robert smiles at this. Oh, you got a rage in you, kid. I like that. You're not another pansy. And to answer your question, I have no right to kill Irishmen. You caught off guard by this. But then again, your people had no right to kill those colored folk. What colored folk? I'll enlighten you. July 13th, 1863. You may know that date, maybe not. Did you go to school? Now, what does it matter? It was the draft riots. You remember those? I was only a child back then. Thought you would have been older. Hard to tell with you leeches. Hell, if you didn't know, a mob of you paddies stormed the streets armed with clubs and guns, killing authorities out of rage, all because they were being drafted into the war. And when they couldn't get to those authorities, they turned their eyes on the blacks and killed them instead. So an outlet, that's all it was. An outlet for their own rage. You know, I ran to the colored block to try and help save those blacks from being attacked. You know what I saw when I got there? An orphanage for black children being razed to the ground. Men and women were being lynched in the street from trees and lampposts. And at the center of all of this, you know who I saw? Do you know? Darren. Darren runs with Mist, the leader of your little protectorate here in Boston. He was beating a young black man to death in the street. He and his little team of paddy flunkies were murdering blacks. So that is why I am here. That is why I am here. why I'm killing Irishmen. This is not some grand plan to take some territory away. This is retribution. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, a patty for a Negro. I don't give a tuppenny fuck about what you have to say next. You go find Darren and tell him I'm going to turn him into a bloody stain on the brickwork of his castle. He is going to pay for his crimes, and all those around him are gonna pay as well. I will shoot every goddamn Irishman I see and burn them all until I see their ashes turn green. So I'm giving you a chance right now. Right now, Leech. You tell Darren that a true American is coming for him. A Native American. Now get the hell out of my sight before I change my mind. Connor runs. Jumping up from his chair, he bolts out of the door, running like the wind out of fear. He knows soon a war is coming. A war that will decide the fate of Boston. Thank you all for listening.